Are you new to pole dancing and you want to know the starter kit? You want to know what you need in order to have a successful pole journey? Well, look no further. I'm here to tell you what's going on. Hello, beautiful people. I'm sure you probably didn't think I was going to come back with another video, but I did. We did it, Joe. Hello, beautiful people. I am SkyLuna. Welcome to my channel. And today we're going to be talking about the basics of what you need in order to kick off your pole journey. You're probably coming across this video because you're like, I need to figure out what I need to start my pole journey. So today we're going to talk about that. What's your pole dance starter kit? The starter kit. When I first started pole dancing, it felt like I learned through trial and error. Like, I knew that with classes, you have pole classes, but with pole classes, you have choreo-based classes, and then you also have level classes. So today, I really want to just explain the top things that you need to know when you're going to take a pole dance class. One of the first things I want to talk about is, are you a person who wants to learn on their own? If you are, go ahead and learn on your own and invest in a pole. One of the things that I think we sometimes feel like we have to do is go to a pole studio to learn. Some of the best pole dancers I know are self-taught pole dancers. And if you can learn to be disciplined and invest in a pole and pole at home, like, you're going to change the entire game. So for those of you who want to learn on your own and you prefer that learning style, then go right ahead and learn on your own. Some of my favorite apps to learn is either to go on YouTube and type in beginner pole moves, or go on Instagram or TikTok and type in beginner pole tricks. You'll notice that with some of these websites or some of these social media platforms, they'll put PD, which stands for pole dance. That's how you kind of learn as you go. You find the names of certain moves, and I would just start there. Another thing is, another great app that I suggest is Fit to Flaunt. They have a really, really good platform where you can learn how to pole dance at home on your own pace. So that's my suggestion. Now, if you are looking for a pole studio, there are a few things that we need to talk about when you're looking for a pole studio. One, we want to talk about the environment. You want to focus on a pole studio that is very supportive along your pole journey, and you don't feel stifled as you are growing. And you'll learn more about that as you progress, but you want to be around supportive people who actually care about your progress. I always like to say, focus on a diverse pole studio. So it is important for you all to find a studio that is supportive of not only your cultural background, but where you stand along your pole journey. So one of the things I also like to keep in mind when pole dancing and finding a studio that's suitable is, when I call, how welcoming are they? See, we don't really like to talk about that. How welcoming is the person that's answering the phone? Are they eager to have you? Are they saying, hey, we're a family here? Like, you really need to interview some of these pole studios, because listen, y'all, I have stories. And so with that being said, try to understand the ambiance. Take a pole class at one studio or maybe a few other studios just to really understand what you like. For me, I always look for community. I always look for camaraderie, relationship building. How supportive are the instructors? Are the instructors taking the time to get to know me? Like, these are little things that you need to look for in order to make sure that this studio is the best studio for you. If not, you can always just pole at home and connect with a virtual community. Like for me, I connected with a virtual community, and now I'm like super excited to connect with my pole community online, solely because they are invested in my pole journey. Find what's best for you. The next thing I want to talk about is what to wear when you're at a pole studio. So a lot of us, when I first started, like I had to ask, like, what should I wear? And at the time when I caught, they were like, yeah, just wear a shirt, some shorts and a tank top. And at the time I was like, shorts and a tank top, okay, what am I doing? But yes, you want to wear, when you're first starting off, you want to wear some shorts. I typically like to get like cheerleader shorts, or like a nice little fitted tank top, or some spandex shorts. You want to have, when you're doing pole moves, you want to have skin contact, okay? You want to make sure you have knee pit grip, you want to make sure you have elbow grip. Whatever you're doing around the pole, eventually you're going to start to notice that you're going to need your body in order to connect to the pole, in order for you to do a pole move. So wear some shorts, a tank top. If I were you, I would probably get 2 or 3 of your favorite pair of shorts and kind of rock it out like that, and a nice little tank top, and just switch it out, rotate it until you can invest in some pole clothes. The next thing I always want to talk about is when you're learning how to pole dance, I would always suggest to start off with the basics, right? Start off with learning the moves. For those of you who are beginners, I would suggest that you start to train at beginner level classes and just really start to learn how to go into certain moves. One of my suggestions as well is, how often do you train? If you are pole dancing in order to become stronger or to become a better pole dancer, my suggestion would be for you to train at least 2 to 3 times a week. If you're looking to do cross training and you want to focus on weight loss, my suggestion would be to do pole maybe once or twice a week while you train about 3 to 4 times a week. Now, everybody is different. You don't have to listen to my suggestions, but when you're first starting and you want to learn, my suggestion would be to pole at least 3 times a week. If you really want to go hard, you could go 4 times a week. When I first started, I was going hard. I really wanted to take the time to learn as much as possible. And you don't have to be at a studio to learn. If you invest in a pole at home, just try some new moves whenever you get a chance, you know, once or twice a week at home, and then take a pole class. The next thing I want to talk about is prepping your skin before you go to class. So, you know, before pole, you were used to moisturizing your skin before you left out the house. You are going to be going to these studios ashy as hell because you don't want to mess up your grip, okay? The more lotion and the more oils you add to your body before you get on the pole, the more slippery you're going to be on the pole. So my suggestion for you would be, if you're planning to take a pole class, do not put on any lotion, any oils. Don't put on anything that could cause you to slip on the pole. Most of the poles that you'll see are chrome poles or powder coated poles. With these poles, you need to have some type of skin contact. And even with it being a skin contact, it doesn't have to be, your skin cannot be greasy. The next thing I want to talk about is grip aids. A lot of us, you may not even know what a grip aid is, so let me back it up. With grip aids, you'll see some people climbing poles and you're like, oh, how did that person do this trick? And solely, most of the case, a lot of people have grip aids, okay? You can go on Amazon, I'll list a few here, but you have grip aids that are very beneficial, especially as you're gaining your grip strength. Now, my suggestion for those of you who want to start dancing to go into clubs, or you want to start dancing to start performing, my suggestion would be for you all to learn how to build your grip strength with using very little grip as possible. You'll notice that some of the competitive studios who do competitive pole dancing, a lot of them use a lot of grip aids in order to pole dance. You'll notice that other studios who are influenced by the stripper culture, they may not encourage you to use grip aid unless you really, really need it. So my suggestion for you would be to gain your strength on the pole by constantly getting your hands used to gripping the pole. Remember, because your hands have a lot of oils, before you start pole dancing, make sure you wash your hands thoroughly. so you can get rid of all of that oil that is on your hands. The next thing I want to talk about is understanding your pole journey. So when you first start pole dancing, a lot of us are really excited about pole dancing. Like mostly all of us are like damn near addicted to pole dancing. But what you'll notice with pole dancing is over time you start to compare yourself to other people. It's just a natural thing, you know. It happens to the best of us, but you start to compare your journey to someone else's journey, and you start to question why you're not progressing as quickly as other people. Remember that if you are pole dancing and this is your first time and this is the journey you are choosing in order to be a better person, remember that this is your journey, okay? Everyone's life is not the same, and neither is their journey. So remember that this is your journey. You create your progress. You create how often you train. And my suggestion would be to just focus on you. Like literally focus on you. Don't focus on how long it may take you to do a certain move. Don't focus on how other people are progressing, because what I realized is there are going to be some people who come and they start pole and they have a background in gymnastics. They have a background in dance, they have a background in cheerleading, whatever have you. They have a background in cross-training and lifting weights, okay, or being an athlete. Because of these outside factors, they may progress in a different manner than you, but that doesn't define who you are as a person. That only defines what you make it to be. My suggestion for you would be to focus on your journey. Journal as much as you can along your journey, just so you can grow as an individual, okay? So you can grow as a pole dancer. That leads me to my next thing. Go ahead and invest in a journal. As you're progressing in pole, you're gonna realize that you're learning so much in such little time. And so with that being said, I would strongly encourage you to go ahead and invest in a journal. You can just get a regular journal, but bring that with you everywhere. When you learn a new move, write that new move down, and then also write out how to get into that move, right? You know, do you use your outside arm at the top, or is it at the bottom? Is it across your chest? Try to really define how you go into that move. It's gonna really help you with cognitive learning and for you to learn the moves and remember them. That's the hardest part, remembering the moves that you learn. So this concludes my video. I hope this was beneficial to you. I hope that this helped you along your journey. If you ever have any questions about how to progress in your pole journey, or you just want to learn more, if you want a part 2 to the starter kit, let me know. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you all have a great and amazing day. Love you guys. Bye.